Welcome back, doctoral students. I'm Lisa Bartle, the Pfau Library's liaison to the College of Education. This video will introduce other valuable research databases for the field of educational leadership, including PsycInfo, Emerald, and the Social Sciences Citation Index, SSCI. It will go much quicker this time because the previous video covered queries, full text, and interlibrary loan using the ERIC database as an example. With these new databases, I'll point out some things that are different and notable. I'll be using this query for all of the database demonstrations, human resource as a phrase search with an asterisk after resource, a capital A-N-D, the word management, capital A-N-D, and competence with a star or an asterisk after the C in competence. Starting from the Pfau Library homepage, I'm going to go to Library Guides, then to Educational Leadership. This guide is your one-stop location for all the databases useful to that field and the home for your orientation materials. Let's begin. PsycInfo. Like ERIC, this is an EBSCO database, so the interface, while not identical, will be familiar. Keep in mind that information behind the interface is PsycInfo. It's different information, but the process is the same. PsycInfo has some special features that I want you to be aware of. First of all, PsycInfo is a more scholarly database. ERIC has trade articles and ERIC documents along with scholarly peer-reviewed articles. PsycInfo is all scholarly material with source types including citations to articles, dissertations, books, and chapters in books. If you know that you do not want some of those materials for your assignment, your first step will almost always be to limit to the scholarly peer-reviewed articles in academic journals. If you want to limit by subject, there are two subject areas on the left. I recommend using the subject major heading for the best results. Otherwise, we limit, read abstracts, and find full text as demonstrated previously. There is one interesting feature that this database provides that ERIC doesn't, and that is the cited references link. It is not on every article, but it is on more and more of them. If we click on the link, it displays the reference list of that article. Databases aren't your only way to find articles. Articles can help you find more articles through their reference lists. Items in full text can be immediately downloaded. Otherwise, you can do a blue button search, seeing if it is in one of our other full text databases, or requesting an interlibrary loan if it's not. I'm going to return to the Pfau Library homepage, Library Guides, and the Educational Leadership Guide. Emerald. Emerald is considered a business database, but our Ed.D students have found it very useful because of its leadership and management content. Emerald looks different from ERIC and PsycInfo because Emerald is not an EBSCO database. Because it searches the full text as a default, Emerald has a tendency to overgive. It gives too much that is irrelevant. Over 40,000 results. Not helpful. Instead, every time you use Emerald, immediately click the Advanced Search link. Type in your query, then change the drop-down menu from All Fields to Abstract, then click the Search button. This is a more reasonable result set. Reviewing these, notice that some of them have a green checkmark and note reading Content Available, or a red No symbol with options. If there is a green checkmark, you may click the PDF link to view or download the item. However, if you see the red No symbol, the PDF button will not provide a PDF. You should click the green Open URL button. In this database, that is the same as the blue Search for Full Text button. As in other databases, this will either show you where we have the item or offer you interlibrary loan. If you understand the tricks of how to search Emerald, it can be a very productive database for research in leadership or management that is not limited to education. Social Sciences Citation Index. We're going to return now to the FAL Library homepage, Library Guides, Educational Leadership, and Social Sciences Citation Index, or SSCI. As evidenced by the name, SSCI is a database spanning the social sciences. There is education, psychology, management, and other fields. It is a very scholarly database made up of article citations. Sometimes SSCI will accept the same query from another database, and other times it won't. I'll use the same query, which does work. This kind of search is similar to other databases providing articles. You can use various limits on the left, as in other databases. SSCI is a not ever full-text database. You will only ever see the blue button in order to obtain the article. The truly unique thing for SSCI is that it is a citation index. It tracks who cites who in their reference list. You can see the default sort is publication date, but you can change that to times cited, which is unique to this database. If you click that, you can see that some articles are very highly cited by others. This is not to say that more frequently cited articles are definitively better than less frequently cited articles. I'm not saying that. A less frequently cited article could be a very recently published article. It hasn't had time to disseminate and become significant in its discipline. On the other hand, even if it's old, it could be a diamond in the rough, just waiting to be rediscovered. The point is that items that are well cited are certainly part of the discussion, and if you are going to be part of that discussion, you will definitely want to know what they are saying. Akin to that, this database allows you to follow the discussion in the past, present, and future. Let me show you what I mean. I'll use this article as an example. The past is the cited references in this article, in other words, the reference list. The present would be the article itself. And the future is the times cited, or the articles that used this article in their reference list. And all of these have the blue button for obtaining the article of interest. I hope this video has been helpful in expanding your research beyond the ERIC database.